Hey, alright guys, it's been a little while, but just finished a session at Keynsham Table Tennis Club. Had a fantastic night really. We did something a little bit different today, put a bit more competitive play into what we do here. Also, for those who don't know me, my name's Mark and I'm a table tennis player and coach from the little town of Keynsham. So at the minute, like I say, we just finished a session here at Keynsham Table Tennis Club. We had our first official friendly game, so there'll be a little write-up about that going online very, very soon, if it's not already linked somewhere in the description. But basically, yeah, we tried out with our sort of upcoming youngsters against Keynsham TTC, which Keynsham TTC is our sort of feeder club into the Bath and District Table Tennis League. So this year we've got Nathan, Andy and Nick all playing in that club, and last year we had young Chris and James playing for them before they went off to university. So this is kind of a warm-up for their season, as its season hasn't started yet for them. They had a bye in the first week. And yeah, our team performed very well. We had young Andrew W, had to differentiate the Andys. So Andrew W, we had Joshua, and we had the C team captain Sue managing them. So these two lads, very young, sort of 12 and 13 respectively, and did very well. On the other side of, for Keynsham TTC, they had a veteran in Mike Burke playing. Then we also had Nick and Andrew Quinn, so slightly younger, taller Andrew. So the game finished 7-3 to the away side, to Keynsham TTC, and it was good practice for them to do scoring and playing doubles and start to get a better understanding of their teammates, with Sue overseeing the whole operation. It seemed out to be really, really good. Then the rest of the room tonight, we had a bit of competitive action, so we had 4 players on each table. They all played each other. So first of all, we did games up to 21 to determine, 2 stronger players and 2 developing players in each group. And then we split the groups again and had the top 2 against the top 2 and, the rest against the rest. And Martin Rogers from Bear Flat, what was he now? C team? Bear Flat D team? I'm not quite sure. D team, I think. Martin came through and won all of his games in all of his groups, so that was an amazing achievement from Martin. Definitely player of the week this week from the rest of the hall that weren't playing in the friendly game. Then for me personally, I made my debut for Keynsham A last night. I had to kind of put myself in because one of my colleagues unfortunately was ill in hospital, so hopefully Phil Smith, you get better soon, mate, and we'll see you on Monday for Ensley away. But I was a bit apprehensive about playing in that game because I wanted to have a strong start to the season, but I strongly squad out, and I think Phil is the better table tennis player than me. But nevertheless, we won. In Bath, they do best of 30 points, so every set you play, or however you word it, game set match, every game you play is worth a point. So I actually managed to get 7 out of 9 points myself, and our team won 26-14 against Bear Flat B. They are sort of captained by Justin Johnson, who me and him over the years have very good friendly rivalry between us. And yeah, it was really great to see him again. And then they had 2 new players and we had 2 new players. So we welcome Chris Wood and Peter Williams into our squad. Both of them played very, very well. But the standout player on the night was Harry, I forget his name. He had an interesting surname, but Harry from Bear Flat B. He's a young chap, probably in his 20s, mid to late 20s. Played very, very well, beat all 3 of us, which he went to 5 against our 2 better players, Chris and Pete, but he came through and did really well. So yeah, very impressive him. His attitude, well, all 3 of their attitudes actually. Guy was the other new player for Bear Flat B. All 3 chaps were really, really friendly and made for a good night. So the scoreline actually doesn't reflect how close the game was. I think it could have gone either way, which was great. And then obviously this week I will also be, it was probably not obvious, but I will be writing up the Bath and District Table Tennis League for the local paper, so the Bath Chronicle. So hopefully each week they'll be printing or at least putting online the report I submit to them. But that will also be going on my website as well, just to make sure that there's record of that and get it shared around socials, really. So yeah, really exciting, really. Also, booking's been going really, really well on the LinkedIn app. Is that LinkedIn app? Link Sport app. Apologies, guys. Link Sport is basically a very new application for Android and iOS, and seemingly my Google phone, which is Android. So yeah, that's going really well. It alerts me as to when people book on. I can approve or reject their request depending on the numbers and whether they played last week or not. And it's just basically helping me manage the club and really put a bit more structure to it. 'Cause before I was getting like text messages, WhatsApp, emails, private messages on Facebook and stuff. Sometimes I got on my page, my personal account. So there's lots of places where people could book on and they could potentially get lost. But Link Sport app has basically brought it all together and alerts me and the players as well as to when the sessions are starting, or whether there's any updates to give, which is great. So yeah, really can't praise Darren and his team there. Been dealing with enough putting us onto Link Sport, even if I did call it LinkedIn. But yeah, that's basically it for today. I just want to do a really quick update, tell you guys what's going on. Basically the table tennis scene here in Bath and Bristol. Bristol in particular is a big league, but I still don't think, apart from Table Tennis Daily, we don't really get it out and speak about it as much as we should. We should have pride in, what we do, and part of that is obviously, wearing, merchandise and all the same bits and pieces. And just talking to your friends, colleagues, family, sharing it on social, really getting people talking about this sport, because it's a sport that is absolutely accessible to everybody, out there at the minute. So, my club here is always accepting new members. We are purely a social club at Keynsham Table Tennis Club, or Keynsham TTC on social. And yeah, hopefully see you guys along soon. Also, if you are randomly a top level player watching this awkward little cringy video and want to come down and help out the club, that'd be really appreciated. Like the Tom Loziaks, coach-wise as well. These types of players, they are superb ambassadors for the sport. Obviously, we've got the 2 new tables now, so that's another bit of news. So Keynsham Town Council funded us for another Darius night, or DK Sports. I'm not quite sure what you call yourself now, Darius. But yeah, I call it the DK Sports table. So that came last week and was constructed for us, so that's great. And yeah, so we've got 2 new tables now, and it's going exceedingly well. And of course, they're bats and bits and pieces like this, very good quality and come in well. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this awkward video in an empty, very cold sports hall. Anyway, all the best, and see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.